I had the logo like queued up so we could do that instead of dancing.
No.
Oh,
Too late now.
Yeah, I know.
Well, shoot.
You just hit
I
it.
said
Mike
multiple times. I'm gonna hit record now.
I know. I thought we were gonna do the logo like we did last time, and then it popped into us dancing.
Oh man.
Welcome to Ninja Turtle Power Hour. I'm Spencer.
One day this show will be professional.
I'm Keith.
Hey, welcome to the Ninja Turtle Power Hour. I'm Spencer.
I'm Keith.
I'm Cody.
And I'm Mike.
It feels wrong not doing the rev up. I feel like the whole show is going to be cursed now.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, we can restart. You know, we can.
I think is that
go
the
this
first time
again.
you haven't revved up? You just abandoned who you are.
Potentially, yeah. Maybe I've already ruined the
Not
show.
the first time he hasn't wrapped up.
Maybe this video thing, isn't it? Maybe it isn't it, folks. Let us know. Do you think this video thing is it, or don't you? Or do you think it's not it? I'm gonna go back to just pure audio. Let us know.
Can't see us dance.
Let us know in the comments. Tonight we are doing issues 6, Michelangelo, Raphael, and 7 of the IDW comics.
What?
Sorry, 5 and 6. My bad. 5, Michelangelo, Raphael, and
This episode really is cursed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry.
I don't know
folks.
if these issues have titles. Like the Michelangelo one is definitely the Dresden Heist. You can see that behind Mike over there.
Yeah.
I don't know the other ones have titles. So.
I don't think so. I mean, I guess I could look on the table of contents thing.
I think the Dresden Heist isn't even really technically the title. It's just like a poster Andy Kuhn did, like for the cover.
Yeah. The table of contents in the Ultimate Collection calls it A Lot to Learn, Issue 5, Raphael, Michelangelo, Issue 6.
Yeah.
But that's also the naming scheme they follow for everything. So I think even if they do have titles, they ignore them. So, do titles matter, really?
It makes my life easy, I guess.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's issue 5.
Michelangelo, Raphael, and issue 6 of the IDW comics. TMNT IDW, whatever you want to call it. Volume 5, 2011. Whatever your special little marker for you is for the series, use that to distinguish it. Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, we live in a free country. And I'm pretty sure that whatever country that you guys are in, it's probably free enough there for you to call it by whatever you want to. I don't think they legally.
That'd be the wildest thing to be arrested for. Like,
what is this ramble?
I'm just saying, I don't think it matters what country you're in. I think everyone is free enough to call the Ninja Turtle series to distinguish it by whatever little parenthesis subtitle thing that they want to. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying that
we're gonna get a listener comment from jail, and they're like, "I took your advice, and turns out my country isn't free enough, and now I'm locked."
Yep.
Yeah,
but they're still free enough. The jail is pretty cool, and it lets them listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
And
somehow,
Australia.
Somehow, some dude in North Korea is just like, it was not legal, man.
Actually, probably in North Korea, it probably is not something you can talk about because it's like outside media.
Mm-hmm. So there's one country that we know of that is not free enough to maybe be talking about this.
There's someone smuggling in bootleg tapes of our podcast in there.
Bootleg tapes of our podcast.
I hope it's an actual cassette too. That'd be the way.
Yeah, with no TMNT media for them to have consumed previously.
Ideally, is it Kim Jong-un? Is he still in power?
I think so. I think that's the guy. Yeah.
Ideally, what he does is he takes all foreign media. So obviously, he's a big fan of our podcast. He takes it, puts it through AI to North Koreanify it, so it replaces us all with our North Korean counterparts. And and
I want to see.
Unchanged,
I would
but we
be
look all cool in North
Keith
Korean.
Jong-un, obviously. We're screwed.
I want to see what Korean Spencer looks like. I want to know.
Probably exact. What if you're just inexplicably looks exactly the same?
Just exactly the same. Long hair. Guy Fawkes facial hair going on. I don't know what it is I've got going on.
I'm okay with not knowing.
You know, ironically, that is something we could put through AI to be like, make us all Koreans.
Maybe.
Yeah, I would not do that. That's
Why not?
really
Cody's
gross.
doing it right now. Goddamn. Be sure to specify
I want
North
to.
Korean. I don't know
No.
why it's important. But
That's like digital blackface, dude. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Well, look, here's the thing. If North Koreans have a problem with it, we'll never know because they're not allowed to talk to
Jesus
the
Christ,
outside
dude.
world. Am I wrong?
Yes. Very.
it's always a scary proposition when Cody starts smiling and looking around at other screens. Like,
Anyway, maybe perhaps it is time instead to let me tell you a story.
Ancient One did tell me a story I think you guys would want to hear. About Master Splinter's master, Hamato Yoshi. Well, let's hear it!
All right, so I kind of got the 2-for-1 special going on with my summaries here. The first one is a little story called "A Lot to Learn." It was like a little mini in the 30th anniversary special of this series. So like they had a big story and like this little tiny one in it. Anyway, this story was written by. I didn't write that down. Great. Anyway, it was published in May 21st of 2014.
Story was written by Tom Waltz and Bobby Curnow.
Yeah, Tom Waltz and Bobby Curnow, like I said. But anyway, in this story, Raphael is struggling with his new life with his brothers. He feels like he's definitely behind and doesn't fit in because, he hasn't been living with them for a whole year. So he's struggling with that. And he gets really pissed and leaves the lair and hangs out with Casey, who ends up talking to him. And he's kind of like, all right, yeah, it's pretty cool. I have a family, I guess. And he comes back and he apologizes. The end. And so for our other story, this one is by Kevin Eastman and Tom Waltz. The script's Tom Waltz, the layout's by Kevin Eastman. Art is by Dan Duncan. And colors are by Rhonda Pattison. And letters are done by Sean Lee, the man. Sean Lee, the man. Now, Splinter is out on his own little mission while his sons are training in the lair. And this little mission, it reminds him of a previous life, or at least one that he seems to remember. Did it actually happen? Yeah. But, maybe it's kind of up in the air. Either way, he, in his previous life used to be a ninja that was a part of the Foot. This thing called the Foot Clan, until one day he insulted Oroku Saki by saying, no, we're not going to kill a bunch of innocent people. We're just going to kill the leader. And Saki said, no, you die, actually. Get out of here. And, that put him and his family on the Foot's list. And so one night when Tang Shen is putting her little boys to bed, she ends up getting killed. So a bunch of ninjas show up. They stab her. Of course, Hamato Yoshi is pissed, because that's who the name of this ninja man is. And so he ends up, wanting to get vengeance for her. But in her dying breaths, she says, no, don't go kill people. It's not going to do any good. Protect our sons. Promise me you'll protect our sons. And so he says, okay, man. And, he runs off with his 4 sons to go protect them. And that ends up taking us to a hockey match that kind of interludes this whole story. A little hockey game. Casey Jones can't play on his college hockey team because his grades suck. And he needs to find a way to get his grades up. At this exact same time, April O'Neil is looking for someone who can teach her some self-defense. And so she's putting up a flyer that says, I'll tutor you in exchange for self-defense classes. So back to medieval Japan. Splinter's beating up dudes as he's trying to sneak back to the lair on his little mission. But back in ancient Japan, Hamato Yoshi's been training his sons until one day, Oroku Saki and the Foot find him and execute them all. And normally that would be the end of people's lives, but these guys are Splinter and the Ninja Turtles. It must be, Hamato Yoshi's vow of vengeance or something that made it so they were reborn as a rat and 4 turtles. Splinter gets back from his little mission, and he gives his sons each their own headband. It turns out they were all wearing red ones to honor Raphael, the missing brother, because that was his favorite color. And so he doesn't get a headband, and you can tell it kind of hurts his feelings a little bit, just looking at that face. But now Splinter ends up giving Raphael his weapons because, his brothers already got their weapons. So instead of getting a cool new mask, he keeps his old one, but he gets his sai, and he's pretty stoked about that. And Casey misses his mom, and April goes and visits her mom, and that's kind of relevant to the plot. But Splinter tells his sons he's going to share an amazing tale with them, and that concludes the issue.
All
The end.
right. Now we have Raphael Micro Series number 1. However you want to call it. This is written by Brian Lynch, art by Franco Uru, colors by Fabio Mantovana, colors by Chris Mowry, editor is Bobby Curnow. This was released on December 7th, 2011. So, Raph is on patrol with Casey. They hear gunshots and find a character in bandages running from 2 goons. It's Bebop and Rocksteady pre-mutation. Pretty cool. The shadowy character lands a good kick on Bebop, but needs help when they're overwhelmed by Rocksteady. Raph and Casey intervene, and they're surprised to find they've rescued a mutant fox. She says her name is Alopex. She remembers being mutated, but she's been on the run since escaping the lab. Raph decides to blindfold her and take her to the lair, but on the way realizes that the kick that she gave Bebop was way too good. He then drops her off a roof, and she reveals giant Lady Deathstrike claws and saves herself. Raph asks if she's just the errand girl, and they fight, Raph getting the upper hand. Alopex smoke bombs her way out of there. Raph meets up with his brothers, who then plan to be more diligent and mix up their patrols. Raph then meets up with Casey, who reports to the bad guys they beat up, Bebop and Rocksteady from earlier, never made it to the police station, and this was all a setup. Raph tells Casey he's family, and he's in too deep to pull out now. Back at their secret HQ, Bebop and Rocksteady lament being beaten and say they want to be mutants like Alopex. A foot soldier then tells them that will happen only when the master decides it. To be continued.
To not be continued in the next issue because it's the Michelangelo Micro miniseries, original release December 28th, 2011, written by Brian Lynch with art by Andy Kuhn and colors by Brian Crabtree. Michelangelo kicks off New Year's Eve determined to make the night shape his whole year, ditching his usual turtle routine for a museum costume party. Mistaken for a man named Carl, he's swept into a crew planning to steal the Dresden diamond. As he plays along, Michelangelo realizes that the group is dangerous, especially their leader, Zorro, and he uses his ninja skills to slip past security. When the thieves grow suspicious, Mikey triggers the alarm, fights Zorro, and escapes, only to learn that the woman in the cat costume is actually an undercover cop named Kara trying to infiltrate the criminal network. Zorro returns with armed backup, his real gang, he says, forcing Mikey to act alone. He and Kara take down several attackers before Zorro defeats them both. Mikey fakes surrendering, then knocks Zorro out with the diamond right as midnight strikes. Afterward, he gives Kara the Dresden diamond and learns its radioactive history and why the crime boss wants it so badly, before slipping away and heading home. Down in the alley, the original hacker that Michelangelo was secretly replaced is there still. And Mikey can't wait to tell his brothers about his new adventures that he had on his own. The end.
Well done. If someone wants to take over the slideshow, we begin or continue the general story, but not necessarily that story, with issue 6, story by Kevin Eastman and Tom Waltz, who also did the script, art by Dan Duncan, colors Rhonda Pattison, and letters Sean Lee. We start off seeing some random ninjas hunting some other ninja. Our Ninja Turtles start chasing the ninjas, chasing a ninja. Leo recognizes the lone ninja doing parkour because Leo's just a nerd like that. Also, that he's French. The turtles are divided on if they should help or not, but they just watch it all go down. They see the French ninja get stabbed, and the other ninja like explodes away in a smoke bomb. They hold the ninja, and in his dying breath, he's like, "The guerre est en route," which is war is coming. We cut to Baxter Stockman and Old Hob hanging out. Baxter's telling Old Hob that he's on his last strike, teaching him about baseball. We cut to Casey and his dad hanging out. Turns out Casey has a job. Cut to the turtles at the lair. The turtles tell Splinter about all the ninja stuff. Splinter suspects they'll have to confront their enemies from their past life. Donnie goes all Reddit atheist because he doesn't buy any of that reincarnation stuff. Seems like a stretch to him. Splinter flashes back to their time in the lab when he remembers getting chopped with a sword, and next thing he knows, he's a rat, and he slowly realizes the turtles are his sons. Then a ninja came in, and he's like, "Yep, this reincarnation, this is no mistake." We find out Casey's job is April's tutoring. He'll exchange the tutoring for self-defense lessons. Casey experiences either love at first sight or horror at first sight. Take your pick. We cut to Baxter and Old Hob again. Baxter lures Hob into a trap, which is his Mousers. He's going to test his Mouser robots, minefield ordnance, unarming system enhanced robots on Hob, and murder Old Hob. Dun dun dun. To be continued. A cliffhanger. The end.
Very cool.
Yeah, we get that Mouser unveiling. I feel like there's actually a lot to unpack here, so let's get on over to our next segment. The second time around.
Hey, nice junk.
Second time around. Doing it again for the second time because it's the second time around.
So here at the top of the list, are we counting this as our first appearance of Shredder in this series? I feel like it is the first appearance, at least, of Oroku Saki and the foot. Well, I guess the foot actually showed up in Attacked April, but Oroku Saki.
Yeah.
It's the first time we see him.
Yep. Turtlepedia also lists it as his debut, and also as the Hamato children, Tangshin, and Trish.
Trish's
Who,
April's roommate.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it's funny
because it
the
does the silhouette,
Hamato
so you
children
kinda
don't have any
to count
names.
it.
Yeah, we never quite give him any names at all.
I didn't realize how early Mateus Santa Luca was on this book because he does like the
Yeah.
flashbacks, you know, and his art is super cool. But I didn't realize. I didn't think I realized it was a different artist when I read this the first time. But
Yeah, no, it is pretty. His art does stand out just like so much.
yeah,
I mean, it is.
I
it
guess
is
it's the kind of
wildly
thing where
different
it's a
than Dan Duncan.
flashback, so you kind of accept the different style without
Yeah.
thinking too hard about it.
It is one of my favorite things that, like, I don't know, comics do, and like one of the advantages that they kind of have with like switching artists is like the whole flashbacks thing. Like they change the color grading and then they get like someone else to do the art, and you're very much just like, okay, yeah, like I instantly know I'm somewhere else now, like in a different time.
you did a cool thing with the covers too that I made Cody bring up to show you that, like, I think it's cover A is by Mateus Santa Luca and cover B is by Ben Bishop or vice versa, but it's like essentially the same picture. It's Splinter walking against a background of like different panels from the comic.
Wait,
If
there
you
we
never
go.
get there.
So there's
There we
that
go.
one.
There's that one,
And
and
then
it's
they kind
mirrored
of-
the other one. There you go.
Yeah.
It's Dan Duncan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say
Which
Ben
one do you
Bishop? I meant
prefer?
Dan Duncan.
Yeah, you said Ben Bishop.
Sorry, Dan.
But it is a cool like parallel
Yeah.
covers for that one. I think I wound up buying both of those too because I really liked the two.
Damn it. Hold on. Wait, this one. Yeah, that's cool. It is a cool. I think I must have realized at the time, but I've never thought of it since, I guess. So
Does it say in the flashback that it's been 11 years since Tang Shen's murder and then when the boys are murdered?
I thought it did.
Because
Something
I
like that,
was reading
probably.
that on their Turtlepedia page, and I was like, I don't remember it saying 11 years had passed. I know time had passed, but
I mean, maybe they talk because I'm sure at some points in the series they flash back again to the murder a lot. So it might be like pulling from like other stuff.
also this gives like weird, like new context to Tang Shen coming back in the current comic, because it's like these boys not only like as the Turtle Men, like also when they were human, like lived whole lives essentially without her. Like she knew Michelangelo as a baby. Like it's just wild, like to think of her coming back and then like, oh my god, I have no idea who these people are, in more sense than one.
Rokusaki, for 11 seasons, I have honored my wife's last wish. So, yeah. Right before he dies.
There you go.
So is that to make them around like 15 when they die
Yeah, I
again?
think so.
Well, it's
probably
like because
15 to 19.
Leonardo's so much older looking than the
Mhm.
others.
Yeah, I mean, at least one of them is 15, I imagine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because if you go back to like them when they were a little bit younger, like when Tang Shen dies,
Yeah,
Like-
he is quite a bit older, that's for
Mhm.
sure. And yeah, Mikey's kind of baby at that
yeah,
point. Interesting. Yeah, I've never thought of that because yeah, clearly, like Leo and Donnie are the older of the two because
Yeah.
Raph is just kind of a little toddler.
Interesting.
then it's like, did these ages translate to their turtle forms? You know,
I mean, the impression I get is that the turtle babies are all the same age, but then
Right.
one's like an older soul or whatever.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you distinguish that between like you feel old or something?
right? Because it's never really brought up, like how much older Leonardo technically is.
Yeah, I feel like in some points in some of their dialogue they talk to each other like little brother or something like that.
Well, right. Everyone always assumes that Mikey's the littlest brother, but it's like
Here he's like definitely 4 years younger than Leo.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they're all technically all supposed to be the same age when they're the turtles. So it's like, how? I'm just curious if they ever parsed that.
Yeah, I mean it's the same kind of thing. Like I'm not, a 40-year-old man. I'm actually a 3,000-year-old Wonder Dragon.
That comes up
previous
all
life.
the time. Yeah.
Yep.
Stop
I once-
reminding us,
Sometimes-
Coach.
Sometimes cougars are like, "You're too young for me," and I'm like, "Actually, in my previous life, I'm older than you."
I was very sleep deprived and putting my girl to bed when she was very little, like Michelangelo little here. And my back was hurting. I'm like, oh my God, I'm as old as 30 men. I don't really know what that means, but it still feels very apt to my life that I'm as old as 30 men.
Yeah, that's a
Makes
puzzle.
perfect sense to
you,
me.
Yeah.
You think of it and you want to do an immediate answer, but then your brain puzzles it over, and then you're kind of like you're intrigued, then you're disgusted, and then you don't know how to feel, and it's a real
gamut.
onion of a thought that it
It's a real
takes you through.
parfait. Yeah.
But moving on to the Raphael micro series, you guys, you listeners who were not here for our coverage of the original series and maybe aren't as familiar with comic books are maybe wondering, what is a micro series? Why are we calling these micro series books? What is that all about? And so this series is paying homage to the original micro series books, which were a part of the Mirage series that, kind of helped define each turtle and their personality. But the reason why they were called a micro series is because they were like making a joke about miniseries. So at that time, like the miniseries was a thing. You'd have these like issues that would be like 40-page issues that ran for 4 issues. I mean, they still exist today, right? They run for 4 or 6 issues. It's called a miniseries. They still exist. And so but like back then it was new. And so they made this joke of they were making a micro series about Raphael. So it's a micro series because it's even smaller than a mini series because it's only 1 issue.
Yeah, in
And
case
so-
anyone forgets, the original Turtles comic was a parody of a lot of comics. So this was just their own cheeky little joke that they were making.
I mean, I feel like it was originally just like, satire on just Frank Miller. I mean, definitely just on his Daredevil. I don't know how much you could say
He,
is like
he did a lot of
but-
miniseries too, though. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did a lot of miniseries. Marvel did a lot of miniseries. So it was like I said, it was a parody of a lot of books.
Didn't at some point this series start calling them macro series, or am I just like making that up?
There's
They did,
another
yeah.
series later on that's a macro
Yeah.
series. Yeah.
And it's because they're like twice the size or something like that. But it's still one issue.
Not quite a mini, but not a micro.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Brian Lynch and Frank Uru are the writer artist on this, and they did a lot of work like right before this for for IDW's Buffy tie-in comics. There was that like spinoff called Spike, and he had his own comic series. That was a lot of miniseries that they worked on together. So yeah.
That's always
Yeah.
fun when there's like a creative team that folks are
And
part of.
Franco Uru died like shortly after this came out. I think he died in 2012. So this is one of his last
that
yeah.
works. I did mention it in my recap, but Bebop and Rocksteady are prominently featured in this.
It's funny because it doesn't ever say them. Like you're supposed to just infer that, hey, it's these two. But even Turtlepedia lists them as two thugs.
No,
Nah.
really?
I mean,
Yeah. It doesn't
I
say
think it's
Bebop.
At one
because
point,
just like story wise,
Bebop or Rocksteady almost calls himself a rhino. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he calls himself like a big damn rhino or something. At some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
But their human names at this point were Maxence for Rocksteady and Ginaldo for Bebop.
Where does that
But
go?
we don't learn that till like much later.
Oh, okay. Also, I think when they're in the like training HQ thing later, Rocksteady is talking about how he wants to be a mutant, and he says the next fight will be freak on freak, which I think is what Shredder says in Secret of the Ooze when he makes Toka and Razor.
Yeah.
Mhm.
there's also the first ever appearance of Alopex, and a version of Alopex did manage to show up in the 2012 series for an
Spoiler
episode.
alert, Spencer.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa.
So this is a character that has appeared across series now.
Is that the
I've
only
just been
two
reading
they've
about it.
appeared in?
Yeah. Alopex has never been anything else. She was created in this series.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just curious if if they worked her in to anything else, but I guess there's not a lot left they could work her into.
Right.
Other
Yeah,
than,
they never worked her into Rise and Mutant Mayhem.
Yeah.
They
I
probably
guess.
have a list of the toy line, and that's what they go off of rather than like anything else.
That's what's always interesting to me is like you can see especially on Twitter as folks they're like, "Oh, why isn't Jenica in this?" And it's kind of like who's going to tell them? Like I'm not sure if TMNT proper actually considers that a valid character, even like I feel like Alopex, like once they crack into like multiple series, it starts to enmesh itself more. So it's like someone has to be bold enough. Which Jenica did cross over into like the Street Fighter one, so it's like she's built a bit of a foothold too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of really the thing is like you have to. I mean, like someone's probably really has to directly request from Nickelodeon, like, or Paramount or whoever, can we use this character in this thing? And so they have to have like the desire to do that. And I think that a lot of Gen X who are making movies and TV shows, and I mean, I guess some millennials and things like that now as well. I don't think a lot of them are reading these comics. Like, if I'm being honest, like, I mean, some of them kind of are. I guess there's, plenty of comic book geeks out there. But the people who are probably like writing TV shows are probably just going off of, they grew up with the 87 series and they are given a list of like, yeah, here's the toy line, pull who you want from it, and they just pull from the toy line.
Speaking of the toy line, I don't know if we have the panel of her getting injected when she's a baby fox.
I think I just have just her in the this thing.
Okay.
Well,
Nope, there it
well,
is. Yeah.
okay, yeah.
So I can't help but notice. I'm not sure if this is intentional or not, but there's in the cages behind the doctor, there's a duck, a bat, an alligator, maybe a snake and a frog, which are like, I mean, ace duck, winged duck,
wingnut.
leatherhead, scale tail, and a punk frog, potentially.
Yeah. Which
I forgot
did we?
Alapex's Freako Lady Deathstrike claws.
That took me by surprise too, because I don't think we ever
Like-
see those again.
Like
Yeah, I don't think they ever play it up quite this much.
Yeah.
they give her like her little comma sticks later, and that's the weapon she's usually associated with. It's that claw, thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, these Lady Deathstrike claws, I'm kind of glad they went away. This is one of my anchovies. Was just like, I hate these.
Yeah.
And they're kind of metally too, so they're like full on, like for real, Lady Deathstrike.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they should have kept them. Like you can do it like a retractable thing, so she's not always like Freako hands all the time. But it makes her like a cooler mutant, I think.
That's fair. Anything
Alright,
else
now
for
we'll
this
just-
issue?
Nope.
Fantasizing
All
about
right.
Lady Deathstrike as one does.
Yeah.
As
Mhm.
as per usual, Thursday
Yeah.
night. Time
I
to
want those
fantasize about
claws
Lady
all over me.
Michelangelo. If we go to like the first and second page, Mikey's wearing a hoodie and he looks just like the last Ronin. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
It is a total accident, for you listeners. It is not, it is not a foreshadowing.
I mean,
Absolutely a
I don't
foreshadow.
know.
It's Andy Kuhn. He was originally the artist on last Ronin too.
I just don't think the last Ronin was in development at this point. I don't think that was happening.
It's just poetry. It just rhymes.
I mean, it's also part of the thing.
Poetry.
Like, if you put
Right.
Mikey in a hood and it's dark, it's like it's by default that. So I do think it's just like a fun coincidence, and it's not.
yeah.
Yeah,
Is
I
this
don't
the
think they were thinking of this early.
Is this the first book in this series with Andy Kuhn on the art?
Mhm.
I think it is. Yeah,
Yeah, this
he'll
was my
come-
introduction to him, and I mean, we'll get into it when we get to I Love, but I love his art. He did Fire Breather with Phil. God, what's his name? Forgot his name. You should look up Fire Breather. It's a good story. Image comic. Yeah.
He did some Blue Beetle. I can't remember if it was a part of that original like run from the aughts where like Keith Giffen kind of did the beginning of it, or if it was like the Tony Bedard like New 52 series, but I know he did Blue Beetle. Quite a bit of it.
It's a very Tim Sale kind of style. I like it.
Yeah. Michelangelo gets mistaken for Carl, the hacker in this group, which is a reference to Cowabunga Carl, because he's
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
That actually, that wouldn't surprise me. We need to talk to who wrote this one?
Brian Lynch.
Brian Lynch. When you talk to Brian Lynch, be like, is this a reference to Cowabunga Carl?
I mean,
I feel like because he's a
a reference to Cowabunga Carl. It's Michelangelo. They're calling him Carl. It's Cowabunga Carl.
Do you have the shot of him pulling out that gem at the very end? Because he's clearly got a pocket under his shell. Yeah, right there. Bottom left. He's reaching into his shell to pull out the gem. That's gross.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Yeah.
It's just hiding there in his neck fat.
Yeah, in the rolls. That's where I usually just keep my Cheeto dust, but he can fit a whole gem in there.
Cara Lewis, the cat lady in this, we find out later she is going to be a recurring character when she shows up, a few more times in the series.
Yeah, I think I read her next appearance is like issue 47 or something. Like,
Yeah, like she comes
Way
back
far away.
she comes back way later, but it's like it's neat that like she was introduced here. And then I think when she does come back, she's like, "Hey, remember like me? I was the cat lady or something."
Mhm.
Like she specifically calls out this issue.
That's cool.
That is cool. So it's definitely a retcon.
Is it a retcon if she shows up again and it's just like, hey, it's me?
It's not a retcon. That's not
it's
how a
a
retcon
Oda-
works, Cody.
No, it's a Oda style retcon where he writes crap in there, and like 400 issues later, he's like, "Yeah, I always planned it," and it's like, "No, you didn't. You liar."
That's not a retcon.
Yeah, that's
This is not that
flowing
kind of
retcon, but it's still a retcon because it's not like they always planned her. They're like, in 40 issues, we're gonna do something
That's
with her.
not.
no, a retcon is retroactive continuity, right? So like you go back and you kind of say like, well, actually it wasn't like that. So like, for example, we want to talk about Green Lantern, how Jordan becomes Parallax, right? He turns evil, kills the entire Green Lantern Corps. And then like 20 years later, in Waltz's Jeff Johns, or 10 years later, I guess, 10 years later, in Waltz's Jeff Johns, and he's like, Hal Jordan didn't actually turn evil. He was actually possessed by a parasite, a fear parasite that made him do all that evil stuff. He really is an evil, guys. It's all good.
Yeah, that's a retcon.
That's a retcon.
No, maybe we need a different word, and Keith will soon understand this. Because stuff will happen in like issue 1, and literally 1,000 issues later, they're like, "See, he planned this all along." And maybe some things he did, but it's like a deeper level of retcon where it's just like 20 years ago, I threw some crap out there, and I realized 20 years ago, as I'm mining through things, I can connect it back. But I don't believe they planned it the whole time.
But that's not a retcon, though.
It is. It's a deeper level retcon.
No, it's not.
It is.
That's just called writing.
Not a retcon.
You have to like rewrite something.
It's
like you have to like rewrite
retcon. It's a higher level retcon.
I think it's just called writing.
Not a thing.
Nope.
I think it's just
and as a One Piece hater, you should support
did.
me because I'm slagging Oda, where it's like you didn't 100% plan all this. So
look,
don't let your Cody contrarianism.
I'm gonna hit Oda for things.
cloud
I'm gonna
you.
hit One Piece for things it actually does, and that's not a retcon, bud. Like I'm not gonna fake
it. Is. It's a classic Oda style. Yeah, I always meant this ass pull retcon, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But it is a deeper level retcon.
Okay,
it's like a retcon inception.
We're not saying
he
that...
retconned you. He retconned so smoothly that you didn't even realize it was retconned.
What?
Mm-hmm.
You're struggling.
One day, Keith. One day when you read all of
struggling.
One Piece, you'll agree with me. You'll be like, actually, Cody was right about this.
I sincerely doubt it. I think I'll be like,
One day.
That's
Mark
not a
my
retcon
words.
like Cody said it was.
Mark my words.
Cody's turn to misuse a word. You know, just
yeah. Write this down in the
Retcon
annals of
is-
lambastarding. Yeah.
retcon is
see,
What a
this
washed
one-
out retcon you have
It feels nice to not be on the receiving end of it.
Oh, your time will come. Don't worry.
It's not as juicy. You can lambast me for that, but it'll never be as juicy.
You see,
as saturated.
the thing is like Cody just he just refuses to like ever admit defeat or to like ever
Never
give
give in,
in.
never
He will be
surrender.
the guy with the last word no matter what. And so he would just always say one thing after you do.
Here's the secret about shame, dear listeners and viewers. It's only shameful if you're allowed yourself to be shamed. If you feel no shame, nobody can shame you. You know.
That's true.
Guys, Cody
regret
doesn't
nothing.
use retcon properly, and we'll just leave it at that.
One of these days, too, I feel like we need to go back and be like, remember that time that Cody used the word retcon perfectly, and that will be a retcon. So,
yeah, that would be a retcon.
The irony. That'll be beautiful.
Do
I'll
anything
still
else
call
for
that
this
a
issue,
win.
or can we move on to the?
I think we
the
can move
issue
on.
6? Okay.
Yeah, let's move on to issue 6.
I think it's hilarious that they have to spend time explaining what parkour is, because back in 2011 it was something new. Nowadays, it's
The funny thing is like it wasn't even that like new though.
Yeah.
Like
It
I
was-
knew what parkour was, like because that was more of like a 2000 like 9 thing. Like
It was new in like the pop culture world sense. Like there was like
Yeah.
parkour like videos and stuff, and it's like if you were chronically online, you knew what parkour was, but like this was kind of parkour like getting introduced to the masses, and then,
I don't.
you had it
Was it
on
really the
Office, which
That
is
brought it truly mainstream.
I was
The
gonna
Office
say, I
that's
think
what I'm
it's The
saying. Like it
Office
was The
brought it
Office
to it,
that
yeah.
really like brought it into the mainstream. Like
We
you're
so when I
you're
was in
too inside. You're too inside baseball, Spencer, to really like.
I wasn't really that
Yeah.
chronically online at that time, though. I wasn't that chronically online. I had a Spanish class, and we would get this magazine called ¿Qué tal? And we would go through and have to try and read articles in it. And there was one specifically about parkour in it. And that was when I was in junior high, which would have been like 2008, 2009. You know, maybe
when The Office was
2010.
breaking ground.
Listen to how you explain that. That was like a magazine. Like, was it an English magazine?
No, it was a Spanish one, but it was like to talk about things with Spanish students. Like it was specifically for Spanish students to learn.
And this is an English comic book. They're not like it. You're talking about like a very niche thing.
The Spanish magazine I'm talking about is made by English speaking people for Spanish learners, though.
Right. But you don't see what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to.
I guess I don't know. I'm pretty sure I remember everyone being like parkour when I was in like junior high, which again would have been like 2008, 2009. You know,
we'd have to check when that episode of The Office aired. But
it actually might have been like 2009 to 2011. But anyway, that is.
Oh, so now you're retconning.
Yeah,
I'm not retconning. I'm just remembering properly. Before I would have been retconning, but now I am not retconning.
Remembering properly. There's not a catchy buzzword. It's just remembering properly.
No, like retconning would have been me saying I was in junior high in 2008 when I was not. That would be retconning.
To correct you, the episode of The Office was 2009 with the parkour episode.
Lines up with when I was in junior high and people reading like parkour.
I honestly don't even know what we're
quaint
arguing at this point.
It is definitely quaint. No, I was also reading the parkour thing, and I just thought it was funny too. I was like, "This is great."
It's such a fun, quaint little time capsule from.
It is. No, it definitely is.
It's like when they explain computers in 80s comics and like it's got 3 megabytes of RAM. It's like, oh, sweetie, that's nothing.
Yeah.
But did they need to explain it? Did they need to?
The picture I have of this page of this comic is bigger than that. That's really all I got, except for, I mean, Cody already mentioned the acronym for Mauser, the Minefield Ordnance Unarming System Enhanced Robots, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. Do you guys like stuff like that? Like, are you like, that's clever? Or
I think it's clever, and I think it's clever in this universe too, because they are not meant to be rat catchers like they are in every other universe. Like they're not sending them specifically after Splinter. So I think it's cool they kind of made him for something different.
I think it is kind of funny trying to make Mouser still fit though. Like why would that acronym like?
That's a good point. Yeah,
it's trying to make.
That's also a very long acronym. So it's like pushing it. It's like, what are you doing here?
It is the
I think
contrived
2012 has a
acronym.
different acronym that's also. It's like mobiles something, but I think 2012 has a different acronym, don't they?
Seems familiar. No,
we'll find out. I'm sure. So.
Yeah. We'll circle back. We might need to retcon it a little bit, you know. But
yeah, my memory's a little washed out on that one.
My beef with it is that like it's. They do not look like they are meant to take care of a mine. Like why are the mine or the explosive destroying robots given giant chompy jaws? Like what's
anyway. So they chomp around the mine and then it blows up inside of them.
And it blows up inside.
That actually kind of makes sense because they're cutting through the dirt, and so it's kind of like a wide bite. That I could actually kind of see that. Obviously, they're making it look like the classic look.
Yeah,
but like if you imagine it like. Kind of like a tool, kind of I don't know what why do words escape me? You know how someone's on like an excavator and they have like the scoop thing? That's essentially like a dirt scoop, you know?
That's what I always assumed. I feel like
we could say that.
The first half of the acronym works better. The Minefield Ordnance Unarming, and it's like System Enhanced Robots. Like we were just trying to get to Mouser, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like he was naming it and he realized he almost had a full word and he's like, how can I keep going?
You're right.
And he just has like an
enough.
innate love for mice as a kid, you know. We just need a backstory where he loved mice or something.
Yeah. It is interesting to me, like, how prominent Mousers still are in Ninja Turtles and stuff. Like, and largely not redesigned. Like, obviously here we got ones that have like tractor treads and multiple arms, but like the mouth is still the same. The period was really onto something with that.
It's such an iconic design.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Genuinely, like, you just cannot top it. I mean, even the 4-legged ones that are showing up right here, it's like, you didn't need to do that. You could have left the 2-legged little T-Rex mousers.
Well, that's where they're trying to get the actual legit, like, oh no, see, it's like a real Battlefield thing. They're trying.
Yeah.
They're a little ashamed of the classic mouse.
Trying to combine that like robot dog they were making with a Mouser head.
Yeah. Like Boston Dynamics or whatever.
Man, have you guys ever listened to I think it's called like autonomous delivery robot by Stepson? No, not Stepson, Granddad. That's what it is. Their grandson.
Can't say that I have.
Great song. Whatever name says Boston Dynamics. Sorry, the name of the guy's grandson. Autonomous delivery robot. Whenever I hear Boston Dynamics, it makes me think of that song because he mentions them in there. The delivery of the line is very, yeah. Anyway, anything else for this issue?
Nope. We're gonna put some anchovies on this pizza.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, we haven't been playing the song cues, have we?
No, and
God damn it.
We have.
you put anchovies on this thing and you're in big trouble, okay? I'm gonna let you know.
I don't really have anything for this first issue except just, and we're on the page right now, just how absolutely fucked it is that they kill these kids. Like, this is a heartbreaking sequence here.
It is a heartbreaking moment, but you know, it's kind of metal. You know, I don't know, kind of makes these comics a little
Nothing more metal than killing children.
metal. And then, you know, it's like when you're a kid watching like Star Wars Episode 3 and you're just like, man, it's so edgy. You know, I'm kind of into it. You know, as the podcast's resident edgelord.
Is it more metal that they kill them all exactly the same time?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
It does. I don't know. Like, it just, there's something about. Anyway, I'll get into it. And I love being a turtle. I guess I'll say it for our next.
Spencer loves killing kids.
Killing kids.
Bro,
Just love
toddler
the
side.
I like how Keith is
children.
like, this is messed up and I hate it, and Spencer's like, oh, that's my I love being a turtle.
Can't wait for it. It's my favorite.
It's not necessarily specifically the child death. It's really just, you know, death
Full Metal way
and
that
destruction
they-
in general. You know, just killing people. You know,
not
it's just
specifically
it's
the
so
children
cool.
dying, but you know, it is.
I mean, to be fair, the synchronized strokes of the four, that is pretty badass.
I do
If you're gonna
appreciate
kill
that
some
Mateus and
kids.
Luco didn't just like copy the same dude over and over again too. Like they're
Yeah.
all different. It's really
Yeah.
cool.
And also, to downplay it a little bit, that's the most, if you're going to kill a group of kids, that's the most merciful way because they don't see the other kids die. They all die at the same time. It'd be more
Until
messed
their
up
heads
if they did
roll
one
and
at a
face each
time.
other.
How long is the head alive?
Couple seconds.
I mean,
Couple seconds.
but
Yeah.
see, here's the thing. It's probably intensely well documented, and maybe they've had like conversations with people in that time, but how could you know if it's just like spasming out or whatnot?
There was some like French king who like tried to talk to the head and like the eyes like moved to view him. But
Yeah.
again, like, yeah, do you know, is it just a spasm?
I just need to like
versus-
learn Morse code, you know, because you can't talk, 'cause you don't have lungs. But maybe you could like pop your lips, you know, with Morse code. Just be like,
Is that the last thing you want to do with your
You
life?
know?
Is
Yeah,
Talk
that
like
would
a
really
fish.
Yeah.
require. You're really hoping that other person knows the Morse
Yeah.
code.
yeah,
And
I mean-
like a
I mean,
pizza-
as long as it's intentional, they'll probably pick up on it.
the last like I saw the look in his eyes and the pout on his lips as he was trying to communicate to me.
Oh, yep, that's lip
At
Morse
the end of
code.
my life, I'm a disembodied head
He's
going.
like, I've beheaded enough guys. I almost understand dying Morse code. Just a few more, and I'll be able to write my book.
In Morse code, you'd only get like 2 letters out before all the blood came out of your head. You know.
He's like, damn it, was it a dot or a dash? Was it a
Yeah.
dot or a dash?
Right.
Bring another one.
It was FU, which seems appropriate. Anything else for this first issue, guys?
Nope.
Nah.
Awesome. Second issue, I have a little more anchovies for. I'm not a huge fan of this art. I don't quite know what it is.
Me
I
neither.
feel a little bad because you said like the guy died.
Mhm.
I hate this art. This art is terrible.
Yeah.
I like the art other than Alopex. I don't care for the way Alopex looks. But other than that, I'm good with it. I think it's fine.
I think I've said this before. There's artists that are really good at drawing mutants and artists that are really good at drawing humans. There's not a lot that do both. And since this guy worked on the Buffy series, I wonder if he's better at drawing humans, but we don't see him a whole lot in this issue. Also, it's the year 2026. I still have no idea what the hell this purple stuff on her face is.
Yeah, she's got mutated, dude.
Right, but like it changes color. It went from purple to blue to pink. When like Pablo Tunica draws her, she doesn't have it at all. It changes shape all the time. Is it paint? Is it something else? Like, what is it?
It's cool, is what it is.
Disagree.
Her mask.
I like it. I like the.
Well, I think it
color.
like
is
magically changes
weird.
colors too, because
It
like
is
it
weird
was
that
when she
we
like
have-
broke free from the Foot Clan control that it went blue.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
And
I
then
feel
it's
like
like
she's
it's
just
currently pink.
mhm.
Like as she's running around with the 3 Weasel kids.
Yeah, and it's like more jagged too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's they were trying to give the toy people a bone, and it just so happened it wasn't until they got to the loyal subjects where they're like, oh, thank God, this years of work can finally pay off.
Finally.
Which, you know
What if
what?
it's like-
Say what you will about loyal subjects, they were the only ones who cracked into the IDW mainline series.
It's so like the mask is tied, like the first time we hear about the mask is like it's tied to Kitsune.
Mhm.
Like maybe it's like a spell or something, and it's like just like stuck on her face or something. I don't know.
I don't, because sometimes
I'm trying to headcanon it because it's like
yeah,
the only
well,
thing
like
really
like I
that
was saying,
comes
like
up is
certain
when-
artists don't like draw without it altogether. So like, what the hell is it?
Yeah. But it looks like a butterfly here, and then like later on it doesn't look like a butterfly.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem to be like her fur. Like this looks like a domino mask, or
mask,
something.
yeah, like-
yeah. I don't know. It's
Yeah, if she doesn't wear the mask, it'll reveal her secret identity.
I know, yeah. See, that's the other. It's like why? Like everything about it confuses me. Like I think they're just trying to put something unique on it, and it just has baffled me for 15 years.
You won't be able to tell her apart from all the other foxes, so they needed to
the hordes of Lady Deathstrike Arctic foxes out there.
They had
Yeah.
see, here's the thing. They actually had like a full spin-off series fan, like, you know, some kind of, you know how it's like the mutant gerbil hamsters or whatever. They had like a fox version, and it just didn't pan out, so we only got Alopex. But there would have been more. It was going to be cool. It just got canceled. They canceled this, and they gave us teeny Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. One
But
for
we
one.
That's what we lost.
I've never liked the plot device that Raph's like, wait a minute, she kicked really hard. I'm gonna drop her off the roof to be sure.
Yeah, 'cause
like
That was a professional kick, you know.
yeah, it always seemed a little weak to me. Even like the first time I read it, I had to like I remember going back and being like, really? Just that one kick was what set him off? But
Well, and she's also like, how do you know? And he's like, I would have caught you. And it's like, what do you mean? Like, what the
yeah, you don't appear to have any rope or like you've been learning how to be a ninja for like half a month. Yeah, like there's a lot to it.
Because like you drop her to her death, and you're like, "Oops, made a mistake. Let me."
Well, I mean, he's been
Dive
learning to be a
down.
ninja for half a month plus 11 years, because like
True.
the instincts are just coming back
Yeah,
to him from his previous life.
Fair.
Yeah.
Still though, it just, I don't know. It seemed like a baffling jump to me.
No, it's fair.
It's weird. They could have handled that better. Because like, I know you're faking me, so I'm gonna toss you off a building, and I knew you had Lady Deathstrike fingers, and now you.
Yeah,
It does have like if she's a witch she'll swim kind of vibes, like if she's a witch she'll float, kind of.
Yeah.
You toss the witch in the river, and if she floats she's a witch, and if she dies, well, she was a human.
But it's also like if you're like,
not that she's a witch killer.
These lemon bars are really good. You must be a witch. Let's drown you. Like that's the leap it took. Like, I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like you can see a kick be delivered, and you can be like,
you knew.
I feel like you can see a kick be delivered and be like that's the kick of a martial artist. Like if you're studying martial arts, you're studying the fighting. I think you can see when someone hits, knows how to do a kick, right?
Wait. Hold on. Weren't one of you two against the whole recognizing the dragon kata in 2012?
That was me.
That was Keith.
I don't have any problem with it.
Okay, so Keith, do you have a problem with recognizing the kick?
Someone's retconning their answer.
I didn't retcon my answer. I was totally fine with it. I never said anything about that.
Oh yeah, Spencer just didn't think it was cool. He was just unimpressed.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a little weak. It's weak to me that's the thing that tipped him off, was like that kick was really hard. It's like, yeah, she's a fox mutant. She has strong hind legs. Like,
yeah, I don't even think like the kick looked particularly impressive.
No.
Did I get the kick?
Yeah, you did. That's how unimpressive it was. You skipped right past it. Right there it is.
Where, here?
Yeah, right there.
Oh yeah. I feel like it's a there's got to be a better one or something. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't even noteworthy enough to like take a picture of it, really.
Well, you did though. That was it.
Really? That's the actual
that's
kick?
it.
There's not like a better.
Yeah, that's it.
But look at her form, man. The pointed ballerina toe, up in the air. That's professional if I've ever seen professional.
She's wrapped up like a mummy here. When did she lose all that?
It got snagged on the fence as she was on her way over.
Yeah, it's like as they're fighting or something. Yeah, see, it's all in around her there for some reason. But.
Yeah,
that's an incredible and like because look how wrapped up she is. That's not just like I have a few things on. That's like my whole body is wrapped up.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it's like only the not cool parts are revealed, and now like I have just what I need, like
including my weird oven mitts. Yeah.
Oh man, what a terrible shitty issue.
I do think of the micro series, this is the weakest one, in my opinion.
It's hard because I'm not saying this is bad art. It's just it's very jarring from all the other art. Like this is the most jarring switch up so far, where you're like, whoa, that's very very different.
Everyone's limbs are just so long.
Mm-hmm.
And like lanky.
Yeah, it's true. Especially Alopex, super lank. Look at Raph's kick there. That's a professional kick.
Yeah.
See the pointed ballerina toes. That's how you know it's professional. You gotta have the pointed toes.
Yeah, action figure posers. Remember, you always got to point the toe when you do a kick like that.
Point the toe.
Yeah. But also make sure you point out that if you copy this, if you make this into a figure, if you articulate it, it ruins the look, and so you can't actually give them proper articulation because it's not visually pleasing. That's a very in joke. See, this is the kick I was thinking of. Like, is that when he truly knew? But
that's a professional kick.
This is after they started. Yeah. This is after he dropped her off the building.
That would be him. He actually did a retcon there way back then to the nut kick.
Retcon, like by the end of this, isn't going to mean anything anymore. Just Cody.
What does
will
anything
have-
mean?
Cody
We're
will
retcon
have
all of our
just
vocabulary.
butchered and slaughtered the word all on his own, just for the entire English language.
It's my goal, baby. Never
It's
give
amazing
in.
that you retcon the word retcon.
Retcon.
He is trying to retcon what the word retcon means, for sure.
My plan all along.
Unbelievable.
Anything else for the Raphael issue?
Nah. No notes. No notes for this one. Oh, actually, never mind. There's one note.
Hate about this one.
I do think it is like a tiny nitpick. Like it's really not that big a deal. But I feel like at some points Michelangelo does go like a little hard on like having more 87-esque dialogue. Like saying random things in Spanish and stuff like that. But it's a pretty minor.
They make him too much of a quirked
thing.
up Chungus.
A little. I don't know. It's just like throwing out like Spanish words. It's just very like.
I
it's
got
just
the
very
most
80-70.
2003 vibes from this.
He definitely does have 2003 vibes. I'm just saying some of the
But I
dialogue
hate
is written. It's written a little 80-70.
And I hated
That's
it.
all. And why didn't you trade to read this issue or something like that to summarize this one?
It's one of my all-time favorite issues of this run. I just don't like that it reminds me more of the 2003 series now that I've seen all of the 2003 series.
Yeah,
Wait,
no, a
why
lot
do
of
you hate
IDW
that?
does.
Why is that a bad thing, though?
Because I don't like it. I don't like that it reminds me of 2003.
Wait, but
Because like I can hear 2003 Mikey. Like
See,
this is
you-
like
but you like
this is-
2000.
this
Oh,
is-
sorry. I kept hearing 2012, and I was like, "What the hell?"
no. So
Okay.
this is
I was
like
that doesn't
this
make
is
any sense.
this is like the first time reading these that like I can hear 2003 Mikey's voice like as this character,
Got him.
and I
yeah,
don't like it.
yeah. No, again, like a lot of this series, you can definitely like feel Tom Waltz's like sort of inspiration from the 2003 series. That's the one that he watched with one of his kids at some point, and I think it
was
does show
kinda-
through. Granted, that this
was
issue I don't
kinda
think is written by
hoping-
him, but
It was written by Brian Lynch.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping that also Zorro, this bad guy here, they would have like called him Torben at some point. I just thought that would have been funny.
My only anchovy is I don't know that we ever learned like who was trying to get the diamond or they mentioned like it having radiation, but
I thought it was Shredder, but then I'm like, maybe it's like Null or something.
yeah, I don't
'Cause,
think
like,
it's ever come
just
up.
it's like kryptonite, basically. It's just a radioactive gem.
yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought it would be cool because there's like this one with Michelangelo and there's the worm issue in the Universe series. I was like, if neither of those they ever circled back on, there's someone they could tie them together, make a macro Michelangelo series. That's what I want.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah. That's all I got for that issue.
yeah, me too.
I didn't hate anything about that one.
Same
Yeah.
here.
Issue 6, I don't have anything written down either.
Same.
My only thing,
Look how cool the cover is. God damn.
it is
Dan
cool.
Duncan. He's
And-
just the beast. I love him.
Yeah. My only thing is like I've got mixed feelings on the Savat because like we already have like the Japanese martial arts people, like ninjas, and then it's just like, and there's also a gang in New York City of French ones, like of French guys that do the French martial art, French ninja men, and it's
It's a
kind of
big
like how many
Is that 'cause you're
gangs?
francophobic or
It's yes, definitely frankphobic, but also it's just that like it just kind of starts to feel a little bit like too like samey, a little too derivative.
And, like,
There we go.
how
That's really what
many
I'm looking
ninja
for.
clans could be operating in New York City all at the same time?
Yeah, like it's kind of like maybe we come up with like a different idea for a gang, But at the same time, the action's cool, and you can kind of write it off. It's not like that big a deal, but it is kind of a little like, how many ninja clans are hanging around in New York that are at war with each other?
It's kind of like Batman, how like once Batman starts, he starts like inspiring villains to come to the front. So once, you know, a 1 Foot Clan, Ninja Clan comes to the front, everyone wants to be a Ninja Clan.
A whole bunch of French guys, you know, that know Savat all got together and they were all
well,
like,
look,
"We
they
need to
had
start a gang."
like there was, you know, maybe 1 or 2 that were living here, and then like, oh man, it's ninja time. It's the peak ninja time to be a ninja. So they call all their ninja friends in France, and then they all come over. You know,
Yeah, all those Savat ninjas,
Well,
the
'cause
Savat
look,
clan.
they're like,
Savat is
yo,
also not ninjutsu. It's
Yeah,
kickboxing.
yeah.
But
No, definitely it's not ninjutsu, but like I don't know, it's just kind of like here's another martial arts gang,
Yeah.
you know, like it's just
because it's like, look, the one French guy, he came here on a hope and a dream, and he feels alone, and he left his ninja friends back, his Savate friends back in France, and he realizes it's their time, and so he's like, dudes, you got to get over here. The ninja scene is popping off, and then they can finally embrace who they are, and the city is a great place to do parkour. So he's like, I found the perfect place.
the concrete jungle.
Mm-hmm.
anyway, it's a bit of a nitpick, but I don't know. I do think that maybe they could have come up with something else, but
They wrap it up pretty quick though, if I remember.
yeah,
right.
yeah, they're not like a mainstay, like long time
Yeah.
cast either, and so like it is kind of just like a yeah, whatever. There are certain characters you write so that they can be eliminated, and I think the Savat are one of them.
I mean,
don't want to
literally,
make your best idea get just wiped out.
he gets murked right away.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. I think it's time to talk about what we love.
All right. So going back to our little issue 5 here. The origin story in Japan is just so cool. Like it is so cool. Like I don't know, it's awesome that they like kind of combine Hamato Yoshi being a human with him also being a rat, at the same time. Definitely it is
They're having
favoring
their
more like
cake.
Hamato Yoshi. Yeah, it is favoring definitely more Hamato Yoshi having his being a rat, becoming the Splinter. But I don't know, just having them actually like, have lived in feudal Japan and throwing in like reincarnation and stuff. Like it's just so much fun. And then, like kids dying, not necessarily fun, right? But like
Don't let Spencer babysit is what I'm hearing mostly.
I
Kids
do
dying in
love
unison. Synchronized kids dying. Now that's an Olympic sport.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like this stuff does feel even darker when you actually have kids of your own, I will say. But, like you can kind of feel the horror a little bit more. It hits a little closer to home. But I kind of love.
I don't have 4 kids, so I can't really relate yet.
Yeah. Like it's only 2, so half the grief. But like the how hard this series goes like on its violence at some point is really cool. I don't know. I actually I don't know. I kind of like it. Kind of edges it up a little bit. I mean, yeah, you got like dudes just getting ran through.
Those eyes. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I could die in this profession.
That's a terrible way to die too. You're getting like stabbed through both lungs.
Both lungs, yeah.
Same time. Like it's cool, like these Ninja Turtles features ninjas and they have swords and stuff, knives and stuff. And so it's cool when you get to see people actually use the swords and the knives, how you use swords and knives.
Although
when you actually use the blades.
Do we ever really see the turtles doing that? I don't think the turtles.
No, we never really see the turtles themselves doing it. It's definitely like Shredder and Hamato Yoshi, because like Splinter does teach them like we don't kill people. Granted, I know there's some issues later where like Raphael like stabs a guy in the arm and stuff like that. Like it seems like they do non-lethal damage.
Now people don't even. They could have had an awesome stab reveal, and now it's
But I don't know. It's just cool to see like the ninja people actually ninja. You know, a little bit harder. You know, you gotta have a little bit more of that violence. You know, that violence that we all crave. We all do.
I just
it
really
does
love
add
Shredder's
seriousness
feudal armor.
into the story. Yeah,
Shredder's
Shredder.
feudal armor is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
that is incredible.
Yeah, it
No,
does.
I
It
do
does
think
raise the
oddly
stakes. As
it
Cody was
makes
saying. That's some
it
seriousness.
makes Hamato Yoshi look like more of the villain because he looks like an evil dude. And
It
his-
is weird how like the
See, like
the
when I
choice
was
they-
reading this, I had to remember that that's actually not Shredder. So I
Yeah.
was like, oh, look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look very similar. at
like they
times.
made him look so much older. So yeah,
So it's
Hey
kind
man,
of cool.
being a ninja,
It makes
it
Splinter
ages you.
seem like more of the lunatic that he is, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they got it because you got to hit the trope that, like, you know, Splinter's an old man, so they were trying to.
It's also
creep
really
up to
cool to
that
see
as
Splinter
possible.
actually like doing ninja shit, just like taking out dudes, trying to
Yeah.
get them.
Yeah,
Really coul
like ninjaing around.
Yeah, and a touching little issue too at the end with him giving the bandanas and the weapons. It's
Mhm.
good. I like it.
Yeah. I like how Donnie. I don't know if I got it, but like Donnie's like, "Ooh, gimme."
Yeah. They all have a different reaction. It's kind of fits their
Well, yeah,
personality.
Donnie's like,
Donnie.
"Ooh,
Yeah.
gimme!" But then you go to the next page. If you go to you look at Raphael's face as they all get new bandanas. He's just like,
Wah, wah.
yeah.
yeah, he's
that
just like,
always cracked me up.
I guess I don't get a new one, and, you know. And then he gives him the sigh.
It would have
I
been
guess-
funny if you gave him a new red bandana.
Yeah, even redder.
There's a redder bandana.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. That is a fun way of working in the colors, actually.
Yeah.
Mhm. Paying homage to the original while then working in the colors. Do you guys think that like that Tom Waltz having experience like writing video games? Because I'm pretty sure he wrote video games before he wrote this comic.
Yeah.
Do you think that it like kind of played a role in like why this run is so good? Because I feel like when you write for video games, you have to do like a lot of like explaining to like explain around game mechanics and other things like that in levels. And so sometimes I wonder if like, you know, having to like think of ways to explain away stuff makes you really good at writing this story that like requires a lot of explaining.
Yeah, he's good with
I
the
see what-
details like this.
Uh-huh.
I see what you're going for.
Mhm.
I disagree with you because I'm kind of biased that I think most video game writing is kind of terrible. So, you know,
All right,
but
all right,
I
fair
see
enough,
what
fair
you're
enough.
getting at.
Yeah.
So it couldn't hurt, actually. Have we played any of Tom's games?
I don't know. I
He's
think he
written
did either a Resident Evil or a Silent Hill. It's like one
Well,
of
he
the
did
two.
Mutants of Manhattan. He's
Oh, yeah,
done,
that's true.
Splintered Fate.
We have
Well,
done
I
those
mean,
games.
like before the turtle stuff Spencer was talking about.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, I
mostly
think-
Resident Evil. So
I think it was either Resident Evil or Silent Hill. It was one of the two.
Interesting.
One of those
I mean, I guess we
horror
could look it up,
games.
but we'll never know.
Anything else for this issue, or should we move on to the Raphael micro?
I'm good to move on to the Raphael micro.
Yeah.
I like getting
Um,
kicked in the nuts. That's always fun. When I was a kid, I used to kick people in the nuts, and it was fun then, and it'd be fun now if I
That
could get away with it.
reads-
as an adult.
That
And we
reads
call me the
easier
psychopath
than
on this.
anything I've ever read.
Yeah.
I used to, yeah. One of my favorite things as a kid would literally just be like out of nowhere, kick people in the nuts and run away.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Because there's
That
a
is-
level of
That
shock.
is a very Cody
Can't
thing
really
to
do
do.
anything. Because how do you retaliate against a little kid?
Yeah.
You're in the worst predicament of your life at that point. Because you can't go all Spencer and kill a kid because there's only a single kid.
You really got to make an example of that first kid too.
Yeah, if you let one kid get away with it, soon the whole neighborhood's going for
Right.
you. And
Yeah,
you're
you murder that
targeted.
first kid in front of all the other kids. Never gonna happen again. I like I think it's Rocksteady says it's gonna take more than one lucky hit, or it's gonna take more than a lucky hit to get me down. And then Casey hits him. He's like, "Oh, so it's 2 lucky hits." That's a really good line. And then I also love the part where Alopex is like, "What took you so long to figure it out?" And you can hear in Raph's head, he's like, "I just figured it out." But he says, "I've known it the whole time." Like it's a good, like
when did
comic
you
booky
figure it
thing
out?
to bluff it? Yeah.
He says, "When did you figure it out?" Seconds ago is what he thinks. He goes, "I knew it the whole time," or since I first laid eyes on you.
Yeah, that's a good bit.
The horror game that Tom Waltz wrote for was Silent Hill Downpour, so it was Silent Hill, not Resident Evil.
Interesting. I never got into the Silent Hill series, or really Resident Evil.
He also apparently wrote Silent Hill books.
Yeah.
Sinner's Reward, Past Life, and Anne's Story. And others. Anyway.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. For me, I really like, I don't know, kind of how they talk about Raphael and Casey's characters and like how just the different spots that they're in life right now, where like Casey is kind of like, come on, man, isn't it great to have like a family that's like supportive of you and that like loves you? And Raphael's just like, nah, overrated.
No, I'm too edgy to love my
Raphael's just kind of like, no, man, like I just want to get away from him, like I don't, he still doesn't really feel like he fits in with them. He still feels like, distant and things. Yeah. Whereas Casey just like sees him with his family and he's just like, man, dude, that'd be incredible. I want brothers and people to love me.
Like, you don't know how terrible it is being loved.
Yeah. My father who doesn't beat me all the time for no reason.
It really sucks, man.
Doesn't like sit and berate me talking about, me getting a job being silly that I, could never do it.
You can have soda and Skittles for dinner every night. You have total freedom. Yeah. And yeah, Raph even warns him. He's like, just so you know, they're gonna love you and support you. It's terrible. Like Raph is like seemingly like totally oblivious to like how, because there's even one panel, I don't know if I got it, where Casey's like, maybe it's in the next issue, he's like, I guess I'll just go home alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but at the same time, like I like that, right? Because like Raphael, like it seems like he's like in a way, he's kind of comfortable in his loneliness, and so like now that he's receiving like support, it's like very like it's a lot for him. It's very off-putting.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable. And whereas Casey is just like, man, dude, I want that more than anything in the world.
Yeah, he's the opposite. He's had love from his mom and now he doesn't have it, so it's uncomfortable for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Families. They
Anything
suck.
else for the Raph issue?
Not for me.
Yeah, I'm good.
Mikey #1. We already talked about Andy Kuhn's art. I still kind of wish he had stayed on last Ronin personally. But
yeah. Well, this issue especially, like, and I think some of it might be who we got to do his inks, because there's another guy that's credited with the inks. I think, it could be that they help.
Yeah.
That's a good panel. Yeah.
Yeah. But you have other ones that like
looks like he's just eating a handful of nuts.
Yeah. And he's angry at whoever's stopping him.
Yeah. Let me eat my nuts.
But I do find that
he's
inks
eating a handful of nuts, but you know what nuts I'm talking about.
Yeah. The kind you get kicked in.
That's why he's got to eat them all up before some idiot little kid kicks him
and professionally karate kicks them out of his hand. Yeah.
That's a professional nut kicker right there.
Right.
That's
a professional kick to the nuts.
Yeah.
I did it enough times I could have gone pro.
But I do feel like the
10,000 hours in any activity you can go pro. I've
I've kicked 5,000 people, that makes 10,000 nuts.
Ironically, they were all two. One of them was 1 and one was a 3.
Yeah, I had to double up on a few.
You know, there are people who will pay you, you know, for that kind of thing. They'll pay you to do that. You could make money. You could be a professional.
Like, you only got one. I'm missing one, and I just go back and go for a second time.
Get it from around back. Yeah.
Good God. Ooh.
I just love this issue.
Me
This
too.
is a fun issue. It's like
whoever they also got to do like the inks again. Like who was it? I should read his name, but I do think that he really is complimentary to Andy Kuhn's style, and it really
he's using like
very well.
like one of those Sharpie pens even to do some of the inking. It's really cool. And that cover that Andy Kuhn does is awesome too.
Mm-hmm.
It's also like legitimately funny. Like I like the part where he's remembering like what Donatello said when he's trying to hack into the computer, and and he totally flubs it all up, and he ends it with like Donatello says it's elementary, and he says it's elemental, and like no one calls him on it. But it's so funny how he flubs the whole thing.
But I love that he's like remembering specifically like those little interactions with his brothers, and that's how he like bluffs his way through this whole thing.
That is, very Ronin. Last Ronin, he's talking to his brothers who aren't there.
That he's not talking to his brothers though, who aren't there.
In his own head, in the Ronin,
he's kind of channeling their personalities though, like them.
Nope.
He's channeling them. You know, I'm kind of getting more and more on board with the idea that this is foreshadowing the last Ronin. You know,
I'm not even kidding. Like that is very kind of Ronin because he's imagining his brothers and what would happen. So it's not.
So you got
it's
3 things.
literally
It's
the next step.
You got the Andy Kuhn, the hoodie, and the brothers in the head. So that's. I mean, this is Last Ronin issue 0.
It's true.
I didn't realize this was a Fantastic Four podcast because those are some stretches.
I honestly don't think it's a stretch. Like I
don't think the thing is that flexible at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the thing is who I was talking about.
Well,
I'm sorry.
You should
I'm sorry. Was this a plastic man? Was this a plastic man? Was this an elongated man podcast? Because those are
I'm just saying you should specify
Mr.
Fantastic.
Is that better for you, Spencer? Is that more relevant to you?
I mean, a little.
I think it is because I was like, "What the hell is Mike talking about?" Because I was also thinking of the thing.
I like how I followed it up with stretching, and you guys still thought of the thing.
Give me a minute.
And he's my favorite Fantastic Four guy.
Okay, but obviously I wasn't talking about it.
I just think it's an interesting. It's interesting that there's multiple parallels there. I fully believe it's coincidence.
Yeah, I don't think they did it on purpose, but it is very interesting that a lot of stuff happens to be there.
Yeah,
well, I think it's funny, because the Last Ronin came from Kevin. Like Kevin found it and pitched it to IDW. It wasn't something that any of these guys would have had prior knowledge to.
Right.
Well, look, here's what happened. Kevin read this issue and he was like, I got it, The Last Ronin. So he never thought of The Last Ronin at all before all of this. This inspired it. And Kevin, being the artful trickster that he is, he retconned it, saying he had always thought of it.
Right. I had an idea for a real washed out Michelangelo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or maybe he's just remembering the year wrong. Or whatever it is we're making fun of Spencer for now. I forget.
Yeah.
I don't know how to appropriately harass Spencer, but let's work that in.
Yeah. Just
he's got
assume you've been lambasted.
I'm just what can I say? I'm just too good. That's kind of the thing.
This is a very fun issue. I really like this issue. This is a good if I just want to read one issue, this is perfect.
Yeah, it's it's a fun caper. It doesn't overstay its welcome, and it's Mikey having some good old hijinks.
Yeah, there's not a lot of setup or debriefing at the end. It's just like boom, 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 go. You know,
I do
that
like
panel's awesome. I love that.
the turtles always have like a bizarre commitment to like. I don't want to say because we don't know who owns this, but general like they have a weird commitment to like wealth and like corporate property, you know? Because like why would a sewer turtle care? But Mikey's like, I'll be damned if I'm gonna let him steal this diamond. Because like why?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, to be fair, like they're kind of educated on the outside world. I feel like mostly through like TV and like seeing, you know, what probably would be like superhero media and like, you know, your kids like
That's
kids
true.
media and stuff all growing up. And so it's just like, yeah, I can't let people steal a thing if I'm a good guy.
Ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a good guy, you know. I'm one of the good guys. I can't let that happen.
It just always makes me laugh because I always think like, why would these turtles care? You know, like, like go for it. You want to take this thing? I mean, other than like the radioactive thing, like maybe it's dangerous or whatever.
But he didn't know that. So
yeah, it's like I just like they have like kind of like a default stealing is wrong kind of thing going on, which always makes me laugh for like street turtles who are vigilantes. And
doesn't the last
no
one fall out of a
care.
window too?
Oh my
Man.
gosh, dude. Dude,
I'm
you're
just
Curiouser and curiouser.
You're so right. Is there any way we can tie Zoro here to Oroku Hiroto?
Yeah.
Oroku Hiroto.
Hey,
Yep,
Carl
and look,
said
the
that.
cat lady is clearly Casey Marie.
Right,
Man,
right.
What's that one meme? I've connected the dots. You didn't connect shit. I've connected them.
I don't know.
There are some dots here. There are some dots.
Yep. I'm sold, frankly. This is a lock.
All right. Anything else we like about this issue?
No, I'm good.
Issue
I do
6.
want to say that cover, the cover that Keith specifically loved, that is a really, really cool cover.
The Andy Kuhn one.
Yeah, like that. I think I'll have to look through my issues, but I might have bought this cover as well, just because it's such a cool looking.
Yeah, this is the first one I definitely bought it twice for this cover, and my wife caught on immediately, so she was not happy.
It's just like a cool old timey movie poster, like feeling.
Oh, it's
like,
totally
yeah.
Yep. They knew it. They nailed it on this one for sure. Absolutely cool.
Man, why do they gotta pull the credits out of like the actual issue? Anyway.
If you're in the collection, it's at the front. It's in the like the.
Yeah, no, I know it's in the. It just doesn't credit anyone on inks, which maybe means that Andy Kuhn himself inked it. Either that, or it means that Bill Crabtree, the colorist, inked it. Anyway, either way,
if it says art by Andy Kuhn, that means he did both of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would just say pencils if it was.
Yeah.
The other way.
Layouts or
So I guess the person to credit. Yes, it's art by Andy Kuhn. So I guess the person to credit with the complimentary inks is also the guy who did the pencils.
It's like,
The
man,
creator is Andy Kuhn.
I really understand my own work. I nailed it.
Right. You did great. Yeah.
But yeah, like, the way he is just is like firing on all cylinders of like this issue, because I feel like there's some. Anyway, we can talk about those ones later, I guess. But this one and like the last Ronin, like those few pages that they released early, like. They just look so great. I do like it a lot.
Phil Hester. That's the guy he did Dragon Breather or Fire Breather with. There we go. All right. Are we ready for issue 6, gentlemen?
Yeah, let's hit it.
I really like Old Hob has only been 15 months on this planet. He's not reincarnated from anything or anything. And just like him fumbling his way through, like, no, I understand baseball. No, I understand this and that with Baxter Stockman. It's just hilarious to me.
Yeah. You learn fast on the streets, apparently.
Yeah. He's still such a cool character.
Yeah. Well, it is also fun, like seeing everything come together in this issue as well. Like kind of just the the plot threads of all these characters just drawing closer together with like April and Casey and everything else.
Oh, that reminds me of. I'm gonna retroactively do an anchovy, but I also kind of love it because Casey is like, "Whoa," and you're meant to be like, he saw April and he's like, "What a babe." But the art style, it's like April looks jacked up in the face. So it's like, whoa, you can take it as like, man, who's this googly-eyed girl staring at me? Or he's in love. Like it goes.
Right.
It works on both levels.
Yeah, she appears to have both an Adam's apple and like only 2 fingers on one of her hands. Yeah. Yeah.
No, you can see your other fingers bent up there.
Yeah.
They're there. They exist.
Yeah. Just incredible. Incredible. Everyone's speechless. After I made that stunning.
I got nothing to add.
Yeah.
I also like Reddit atheist Donnie, where he's just how stupid it is. He's like, sure, you know, we're roided out super turtles that remembered everything really fast, but reincarnation, that just doesn't happen. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You're a giant human turtle. I think you should be a little more like, you should be less shocked about everything. Like, let me be the rational one as a talking turtle.
I do appreciate that it sets up like, and I think I talked about this last time, it sets him up against Leonardo instead of Raph against Leonardo, because like, to me it's always felt like Raph is just impatient. So if like there's 2 options, whatever choice that Leo picks, Raph will want the opposite, because it's faster.
Raph is just kind of being a douche about it.
Yeah, exactly. But like Donatello's got like a completely different worldview than Leonardo, and I like that kind of back and forth that they have that way. I think eventually Donatello does come around to it, but it's cool to have a skeptic somewhere in there.
Yeah, I think once he's able to science it enough, and then towards the end, he's like, no, this is clearly, it all makes sense for, you know, we won't spoil it, but
he doesn't go all the way to Q&A science, but that's still several years away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is just like, I don't know, it's like a breath of fresh air overall with like different, I don't know, because like it's always, like you said, it's always Raph and Leo and everything, so it's just cool for it to be like Donatello and Leonardo, and also for, you know, the writers and stuff, for Tom Waltz to have kind of been like, why would these 2 clash? You know, like these are also 2 different personalities, and like finding good reasons and ways for them to clash.
Yeah. I think it makes, like, Raph and Mike have always had a strong friendship, and I think it puts them in a good spot too, where they're like, oh, this shit again, you know? So.
Yeah. Well, even more so, because I feel like there's a lot of series where like Raph is just kind of a bully with Mike Gear. They have this relationship where they're like teasing each other all the time, you know, like Michelangelo's teasing him, Raphael is hitting him over the head, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't think Raph is too much of an a-hole to Mikey in this series.
He isn't, yeah. And I kind of like that, because like it kind of harkens back to like the Mirage comics when, like, I think it's Raphael calls Michelangelo his best buddy or something like that, or maybe it's the other way around.
Yeah, because really Raph and Mikey should be kindred spirits, because they're both like jackasses in their own way. And like Donnie and Leo are the more serious ones, generally.
Jackass in a different way.
Yeah.
But so I kind of like it, though. I do like them seemingly getting along a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I also don't mind the whole, like, I don't know, sort of teasing relationship where you know, Michelangelo's kind of gives him crap and likes to set him off. It's kind of fun. But
yeah, see, like this is Leo and Raph going at it, and it's clearly like Leo's like, we're staying here. The options are stay here or intervene. Leo wants to stay here. Raph wants to intervene. He always just wants to do the opposite, you know?
Yeah. For sure. And I do like Leo's like, no, Leo is very much like Spencer, like somebody could get stabbed, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Hopefully that Frenchman's a child.
That guy looks a little young. He's ready for a stabbing. Yeah.
Good issues.
No.
This series really started off on a really good foot.
All of these were just really good.
Art.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like as much as I was kind of like I'm kind of like whatever on the Savant, I love the action that it shows with these ninjas and the Savant, like them chasing him. But like I love like the Savant doing the parkour, like he's doing like the backflip and stuff. Like there's that page. I think we were showing it the other day. Yeah, like he's running up the walls, he's doing the parkour. But like he's jumping off here and doing like the backflip and stuff. Like I want to see that. You know, I would like to see that in animation. So I guess keep the Savant around because the martial arts action could be a lot of fun to watch.
It is cool to see like a bunch of people ninja-ing out. Sorry, Keith, go on.
I was gonna say the only thing I like more than watching people do parkour is like videos of people totally messing up parkour. Just really,
that is fun. And I like the ones where it's like people try to like hop on a curb because they're joking around about parkour and then they like roll their ankle.
My favorites are the one where they're trying to jump on the beam like out in the bay and they just like totally biff it and fall. It's great.
Yeah.
Watch that all day.
Because the funniest part is like I love watching people injure themselves in ways you absolutely didn't need to, you know? Like it's one thing if you're like doing something you have to do and it goes wrong and you're like, oh, that sucks. But someone's like, what if I jumped on this piece of the bridge to the other piece for absolutely no reason? And you just see them like whack their head and you're just like, what was the upside to this?
Yeah. Who could have foreseen this happening? Yeah.
Because then you have to explain it. Like, how did you break your jaw? Well, I wanted to jump from that piece to that piece. And I thought it'd be cool.
Have I sent you the guy running through the 1,000 layers of duct tape and breaking his neck yet? Oh my god! I was looking at it tonight. I gotta send that to you. Okay.
That sounds glorious.
Oh, it's amazing. The dude just. Oh god, it's amazing.
Yeah, because I want to be there for the moment where you have to explain to like the doctors, insurance. You have to explain to everyone like, why were you doing this? And it's like, oh, I'm incredibly stupid.
And then your insurance is like, yeah, we're not going to cover that.
Yeah.
And they're like, that was an act of God. And you're like,
right.
Yeah.
God made you stupid. Jeez. Anything else we need to talk about for these issues, Sheldon?
No, just 4 really great issues. Like you said, Keith, like this series like just starts off with such a it hits the ground running and it doesn't stop for a long time.
Yeah. And especially back then, reading them as they came out, that was a really freaking cool time.
It felt exciting.
Yeah.
It's rare. And again, I don't read a ton of comics these days. And so maybe people will disagree with me. But it's almost unquestioned that this series, at least for, through 100 issues or more, was just really fun to read. And that's not something you get a lot of the time these days, because that spans like years and years. So it's like, I've been loving this. For one, like how long does a series truly go? For years, let alone you're like, oh yeah, I've loved it the whole time. That's a pretty remarkable stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't reading them issue to issue, but like I was reading them. Like I got caught up on the IDW collections and was reading them as like a new collection came out, and it was also exciting for me then. Like even doing it that way. Like I remember I would just like sit down and like I'd have to like force myself to parcel out like reading these books. Otherwise I'd read them through in like one day.
It totally takes me back to like, I remember what house I was in. I remember like what sheets were on my bed when I was reading these. Like, it's such a time capsule. It's really cool.
Yeah, that is super fun.
Yeah.
I just have, I have oddly vivid images because I used to always, again, I staunchly didn't do a pull list for years. And I would stroll up and then I would just look through all the covers and pick the one I liked the best and whatnot.
Nice.
And, yeah. It was always a fun little trip.
Cool.
All right. Well, let's go into the news.
This is April O'Neil of Channel 6.
We have a very light week, it looks like, for news. Looks like all we got is comics. Spencer.
It's pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Comics. We have TMNT number 21. Also known as TMNT issue 301.
Still,
Nope.
I will never understand.
Now they don't want to discourage readers. They're like, hey, it's only 21 issues. You can
It's
still jump
their
in.
301st issue.
If you count and not count certain issues, if you make up numbers until you get to 301, it's the 301st issue.
It's only the 300s again when they need to hit the 350th celebration, or 400 issues. Until then.
Which honestly, if you add in just Tales of the TMNT, that's 79 issues for the 2 volumes. So
yeah, can you imagine, like, however long from now they're like, celebrate our epic 400th issue?
Yeah, it's like 3 months away. Yeah. Yeah, and they add in Universe, that's another 25, all the miniseries until you get to 450. Yeah, it's
Like, it just makes sense.
It makes sense to you, yeah.
just count it the way we count it. Don't count the 2 issues of Urban Legends that we publish, though. That'd be stupid.
They're like, look, just buy them.
Yeah.
What do you need? Buy the cool number. Shut up.
Mouth, open wide.
I think it's legit. I think it's legit personally, but that's just me.
Is Spencer angling for free comics?
It works. I'm not angling for free comics. I think it works.
If you can trust him.
I think it works. You guys, you can have your problems with it personally.
I don't have
I
a
think it
problem
works.
with it. I just think it's funny. Maybe
You seem to
maybe
have a
I'm too
huge
big.
problem with it. You
It
seem to be. You
does
seem to
keep me-
be.
Sometimes I call Keith late at night, and his wife answers, and I talk to her for a while about it, and then she passes me to Keith.
Which is weird that you call her on her cell phone and then try to talk to me. But
I'm like, Keith, is this Keith's wife? And I don't
Is
know her
Keith
name.
there?
So I address her as Keith's wife. She's like,
and you won't learn
Keith's
her name
wife?
either. Yeah.
she starts to tell me her name, and I'm like, look, lady, shut up. That's not.
Yeah. I do enjoy
I
our
just
late
need
night
to
chats
listen.
though. So
Yeah, it's a serious issue, Spencer. You need to stop.
it's a
You need
serious
to break
300
free.
issues.
Can
Hey.
Keith come over and play? The other thing that we have coming out next week is Shredder number 11. So TMNT Shredder number 11 will be hitting your comic book shop. Big week for mainline continuity.
And that's
that's
12, right?
I think so. Let's see here. No, it's going to issue 13. It looks like.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Sure,
I
when
genuinely
they do
love
end
the
it,
Shredder
it'd be a
series.
Weird number to end on inexplicably.
Actually, it might end on 13, but there's an issue 13 coming out according to this list.
I read the first 60 of them.
I thought they said it was only extended to 12.
Wait, you finally read the first 6, Keith? You finally read them?
Yeah, they're really good. I like them.
Right. I've been telling you guys. I've been telling you.
I can't remember how many I've read. Maybe like 2 or 3.
I personally really like it. I think it's cool. I think they made the Shredder really cool in it. It's
Have
kind
they
of
done
fun
like
to
a
have this sort of
collected
anti-hero
trade yet
guy.
on
Yeah.
it, or-
Yeah, the first trade's out.
Oh, they do.
I believe it is. Let me look at this list again that I got pulled up here. We have the Shredder Volume 2 paperback comes out in February. And yeah, I don't know. It's probably somewhere on there. I'm sure people would love to listen to me looking this up right now as we speak, as we talk, filling the dead air with exciting conversation about how I'm searching through a list.
I'm still
Well,
back.
Shredder-
Cody. Shredder.
Yeah. Shredder number 11. Yeah, next week.
Yep. In the comic book shoppies. The Shredder Volume 1 trade paperback came out August 5th.
What issues does it cover? I guess 6 issues.
Probably 6. Usually they're 6, but apparently these early IDW Turtle ones were only 4. So go figure.
That's why I don't know. I can't. I've known people who like read it through the trades, and I think it's a bad value. I can't.
Reading it through the trades versus reading it issue by issue, it is cheaper, but definitely like the best value you can get is the hardcover collections.
Because it's like, look, if I'm
read it
gonna
that way.
wait for 6 issues, I might as well wait for 12, and at that point, I might as well wait for the whole series to be combined.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like escalated chain waiting, where it's like, I can wait even longer. So
Well,
No, that's
all
really
right.
cool. Mm.
I think that's going to do it for this week. So, Spencer, what are we doing next week?
Next week, we're going to go back to the 2012 series. We're going to be in season 1, covering episodes 7, 8, and 9.
So that's Monkey Brains, Never Say Zever, and The Gauntlet.
Oh, boy.
I know I like one of
join
those.
us- Yeah. Join us for that. You can subscribe to us here on YouTube. Hit that bell so you know when all of our new episodes come out and shorts and all that fun stuff. You can also join our Discord at the link tree in our bio, and as well follow all of our socials.
All right, that's our show this week. Thank you again so much for listening. And until next time, Cowabunga dudes.
Certified Turtlefied.
Booyakasha.
Hot soup.
Well done. Well done on the manual fade out.
You're welcome. You're
That was
welcome.
good.
That was really good.
I saw that happening. I was like, brilliant.
I was like, that's new. Did Spencer edit that? And
No, I am doing it manually on air, live, as we
intro too.
as we listen.
I have been burning to talk about. Can I show our North Korean selves?
I
No,
just saw it when I
no.
was looking at our Discord.
Come
It's
on.
ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous thing.
Come on.
I'm getting off anyway. I'm done. So
Does
All
anybody have any serious objections? If I show at least, come on. Everyone can hate me. Everyone can
don't like
cancel
it.
me.
it's bad, and like I said, it's digital blackface. I don't like it.
It didn't make us into Koreans, though. It made us into.
Yeah, we're definitely just white guys in North Korean gear.
So I'm
Come
okay.
on.
I'm good. All right, I'll see you guys.
Later.
All right, see ya.
I won't show it if you guys really don't want me to, but I feel like
I don't know if I really want me out there in the world.
Yeah.
you
Dressed
look
up,
amazing.
I'm not gonna lie. The AI
That
did me some
hair.
favors. The AI did me some favors.
I have like the biggest teeth. I don't know what happened there.
Oh,
Please don't show it. It looks ridiculous.
The one
It's not
it
even really
did-
that funny either. Like it's
like the real life versions of us, and Comrade Mike with his coffee cup.
just don't really care for AI either. Oh,
God, I'll show it in the Discord. You guys can't stop me. I'm gonna show it.
oh goodness. Cody.
Look, you can throw me in jail. You can say I'm the worst ever. But I would say if there was ever a good use for AI, it's turning your podcast friends into a North Korean propaganda picture.
I do like that it seemed to translate our like taglines at the bottom, but not our names whatsoever.
I mean, if we look it up in North Korean, it's really that. But come on. God.
Cody, you look like Turkish. We look nothing Korean.
Yeah, I think it did me the dirtiest. Spencer's right on. That's probably the best Spencer's ever looked.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed this one. Oh, there's 3 of them. Okay. I missed
like
the poster. Mike with the mug. Mike was drinking coffee or something. He was drinking tea, wasn't he?
I like how the AI is keeping a beanie on Mike's head underneath underneath the North Korean dictator hat.
And you both have headphones on too.
Yeah. God, I desperately want to show the video, at least just one.
Ugh.
Mike isn't here. Look,
I'm gonna get off here. It's 11 p.m.
Come on. Tell me that's not glorious, dear.
Oh.
God damn it!
Problem is, I have to hit
forever,
and I wasn't ready.
We're still recording, Spencer. What do you want to say about Mike and Keith now that they're gone? We can say anything.
I don't know if I really have anything to say about it. I mean, it's not like they are like they're definitely not going to watch this episode. They're already here for the recording, so we would get away with it unless someone snitched on us, in the chat.
No, everyone will be
snitched on us over Twitter or
What
or
do
Discord.
What do you most hate about Mike?
I don't even think about that. I don't even know why.
And you don't have any secret hate for Keith?
No.
Yeah, I didn't realize until you pointed it out, like the hat over the beanie. That is hilarious.
Oh
God. Yeah. I mean, I guess we can, if you're not gonna slander your podcast hosts,
No, I'm not. I don't move like that. But yeah, I better get going too.
Yeah, bye, folks.
Goodbye,
you
folks.
Have to stop the recording though. You can't just leave the studio. You have to actually stop the recording.
Bye. Bye. It's taking a second. It makes me click on a few things.